Hello everyone. So today we've come to a location which is pretty much well known by everyone. King's Bastion. I've been here. We've been here before. Me and Anthony. We've got Anthony with us today, which you can probably see. And we've. Oh, let me do that again.
I'm silent so you don't get caught away.
We've been here before, as I've said. But it was years and years and years ago, and when I did the video I didn't really know what I was talking about. I think I referred to it as the Fort Amherst tunnels, which is not true. They're close, but they're not Fort Amherst tunnels. So today we're reviewing the Sunblesa H11. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around King's Bastion, do the history, just show you around. And I'm not going to use anything else other than the Sunblesa H11, just so we can put it to the test. It's got 3 settings on it. Well, technically 4, because it also has like a red light thing. But we'll go through them when we start getting to the technical aspects. What we're going to do is, for the duration of this video, I'm going to leave it on its super bright setting, which they say is about 300 plus lumens. And yeah, so let's go through the history first. And then we'll move on to the specs later. So what I've done is I've actually put an ND filter on the camera. So if it comes out darker or different, then that'll basically be the reason why. It shouldn't really have any effect. So at the minute I'm on its low mode, but we're going to turn it on to its brightest. So yeah, we turned it on to its brightest setting. And yeah, we're just going to go around and we're going to start having a look at King's Bastion. So there's not really a lot known about King's Bastion. Obviously, we know it's a bastion, but from what I was able to pretty much get was that it was an expense magazine dug by the 179th Tunnelling Company of the Royal Engineers of Chatham. This would have been Napoleonic, as you can probably tell by the brickwork and everything else. Yeah, it was sort of built round about the same time as the other bastions that were built. There's Prince William, there's Prince's Bastion, Prince Edward's Bastion, which I think has been blocked up now. And, pardon me. And it sort of basically goes down there. And then next to it, during the Second World War, they actually dug out a secondary part. And this was for the ATS personnel from the nearby Chatham Barracks. Now, the ATS stands for Auxiliary Territorial Service. Right, if we go through. And they were the women's branch of the British Army during the Second World War. So this is basically like a This was basically a dugout, but as you can tell, it's not really been properly dug out. So this has actually succumbed to a bit of cave-in over the years. I'm not going to lie, this isn't very sensible what I'm doing, but nevertheless, it is a location. So, yeah, as you can see down there, they've got some tin sheets which they would have used to prop up the walls. So it goes off in 2 different directions. And what happens is, at the very end, both of them sort of converge on each other. So, yeah. Right. So, there we have some more tin sheets that are sort of like not sort of really doing what they were sort of designed to do. Not anymore, at least. So yeah, if we go right to the back. Oh, look at that! Look, that's a bit of wood. I'm trying to remember if the wood was on the floor like this last time I came here, because it's been quite a few years since I've come here. Right, what's the Osmo doing? The Osmo's playing around. Keep on trying to recenter it. I might have to muck about the settings on it. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. So, I don't know, it's a little bit funny. This is on its high setting. But basically, that bit there, it's like it's all sort of like filled up with dirt, and if you go around, it basically takes you to the other side. But there is a lot of crap in here, and I mean a lot of crap, because obviously people, they like to come in here and, I don't know, do drugs, I guess. So yeah, essentially that bit just goes around. So I do apologise, but this is purely just for the lighting. I won't bother going down all the way there, because it's basically, it just sort of like loops round. But yeah. So that'll explain why the Osmo's looking upwards. I don't know why it's doing that. So I'll have to recenter the camera when I get the chance. Yeah, true. Right. So this is basically going back into the Napoleonic section. There's a guy over there. Ah, someone's dug out the car chassis thing. Not the car. So, yeah. Someone has definitely been in here digging some things out.
No, the other thing is, have they digging past code and fall down?
Yes. Yes, they have. If I remember, someone actually did do it. Right, it's starting to get a little bit... Ugh. Ugh. So, down there, which I'll try and get down to, someone did dig this out. So, but from what I remember, it doesn't actually go anywhere. This is the part where I start getting... yeah. So, a little while ago, someone actually dug out this bit, because there's a spiral staircase that goes down, and nobody actually knew where it went. So, I am out of breath. Don't know whether it's because of the lack of oxygen down here, or... Yeah. Yeah. So, there you go. Right, so this is just like a secondary bit. Almost forgot to add this information, but basically there's where you've got that bit there, which I've just crawled out of as of filming this, which you can't see because the shadow of the Osmo keeps on getting picked up. That's another spiral staircase that takes you right up to the top, and then they've capped the top bit off, which would have just taken you back up. But one thing that I forgot to add is that they've actually got a pipe running through the Bastion, which is actually a part of the nearby reservoir, which we'll take you to. So, yeah. So we've just come out of that area. We're near the entrance. What can I say about the H11 being able to record in tunnels? Yeah. On its high setting, the only thing I'll probably say is that when you've got it on its high setting, it might be wise to take a break, especially in the summertime, because this thing does get a little bit hot. Not too hot, like touching it now, it's not boiling hot. Well, the top of it is, but we'll test that out. But it does make your forehead sweat, which I guess is just, expected. But no, other than that, I would probably say that in an environment like this, if you want to use it for urbex sort of stuff, then yeah, I would definitely give this a thumbs up.
The H11, in my opinion, is a comfortable wear and easy to use head torch. However, a wider range of colours and camos would be nice. Charging the Sunblesa is as easy as it gets, though my only criticism would be the rubber cover that does not easily close and cover the charging port. Batteries are included and can be recharged with the included USB micro B cable. A flickering red light on the on and off buttons will indicate that the torch is charging. Full charge is needed once you have received the product. The following day, we decided to head out late at night to test the brightness settings, and while unfortunately I forgot to mention that the Sunblesa H11 also has strobe light options, I wanted to do light comparison shots just to show you the different options you have. There is also a max mode with an output of 365 lumens and a runtime of 40 minutes. However, there wasn't a fourth brightness setting as I flickered through the available modes. Throughout our walk, nothing of interest happened, but it was pleasant to know that you could at least see where you were going using the low and middle modes and not having to resort to using the high or max modes unless absolutely needed. When you order your Sunblesa H11 head torch, it will arrive in a small, albeit flimsy, black box with all the product information you will need. The design of the box and the lack of artwork has been a constant source of critique from friends and family who have seen it, so improvements could be made there. Up next we have the lightweight box, which looks and feels nice, but has its issues. I still haven't figured out how the H11 was stored in the box correctly, along with the charger. The small box is convenient, but too small and it's cramped. The zip couldn't take any more of it and broke off. Sunblesa, you may need to resize the box. Opening up the box reveals the Sunblesa H11 head torch, along with the charger and a small manual that contains more product information and details. Besides a few spelling mistakes, the printed manual offers a clear and simple layout that even the most novice torch fans such as myself can get their heads around. Admittedly, I had no idea why the H11 had a lock feature. I made the assumption that this was just a gimmick to show off how powerful the head torch is, so I'd done a quick test just to see how hot the torch gets when left on its highest mode, by placing my thumb over the light, and boy, was I in for a shock.
Right, okay, yeah, definitely, I can feel it, yes, definitely, I can see why that lock-on feature's there.
So, the Sunblesa H11. Is it good? Is it bad? Although I didn't get a chance to put it under full stress tests and review other aspects such as the red light options, strobe light options, and the many other things I probably missed, all I will say is that for a head torch, it's not that bad. A good friend of mine who loves his torches has said that although the IP65 rating is not strictly honest, 365 lumens for a torch this small is pretty damn good.